Stop. Y'all ain't ready.
Young Obama in the track and this breaking my heart. I'm waiting on that call where they rip him apart. Them hot wings make you fart when they fly through the dark. And them killers like sharks, the way they float through the park. Deep in the dark, deep in the night. Young Obama was a scholar, so it's time to make it right. Hand me them black bandanas, them loud black pipes. 4 tickets on American, it's time to take a flight. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic. We really love the queens. Holding down the kings. Loading hot slings with multiple hot wings. Every ghetto scene hit his heart. Hit his spleen in the Chinese store. Put-a-ding, put-a-ding. I'm the lord of the wing. Hyena hot wings. Respect my kids and my queen. Hyena hot wings. My fam and my team. Hyena hot wings. My goals and my dreams. On the table with 5 trains, the seal's been cracked. They raping, they purging, they loading up them straps. Jamal know geometry, his brain on his lap. Endorse the final chapter, I know we'll be back. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 in the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Bacardi wanna dance, she in love with a bag. Shoot a bloody rag with the triple black jack. Young and body count like that. Turn goons into talk wigs and mountain bikes. They call it shoot a drag, youngin'. Tap the trap, youngin' just like him. Now some meeting in the jungle. And Steve's in the den, they chose rag and queen. I could still hear him scream. I was stuffed for law. Shooters on their day. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic.
Yeah. Billions, baby, billions. Yo, that's the hottest intro. We want y'all to know we're about to shoot the video. So if y'all want to be involved in the video, let us know. Inbox us. But just know that the video is about to drop soon. You know what I'm saying? Billionaire Radio. Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad. Over here is my star co-host, Lateef Billions. We're the infamous Troll Brothers. You know, just the show to make it do what it do. You get what I'm saying? Today's episode, this is episode 50, ladies and gentlemen. 50. You know what I mean? There it is, 50 weeks doing our thing. And we're live on Glockware right now. Tune in, baby, tune in. We had a little bit of delay, but we made that adjustment. We're still here for you. You get what I'm saying? We're going to take you guys on a plane ride, baby. Why we say it's the plane ride? Because, you know, it's going to take off. It's going to be a little bit of rocky. It's going to be a little bit of turbulence. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a smooth landing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to love it. It's the show to make you mad.
Make you laugh.
Make you cry.
Yeah, make you ponder.
You be wondering what we're going to say next. Like, what they're going to say out their mouth next. But you know we're going to say something nice. That's what we do. Today's show is sponsored by An Outfit for You, a family of brands by Michael Keenan. If you want your business to be successful, be productive, my guy Michael, he's the guy. You say, why do I say he's the guy? Because understand that some of these fashion brands that you guys are wearing, his company actually built some of these fashion brands. What brands you ask? I'm glad you said that, because some of those brands such as WESC, Hurley, Steve Madison, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, and, you know, Sean John. All right, check this out. You guys like watching TV? Y'all been watching TV. Y'all seen the Oscars. Y'all seen all that stuff that's going on. But understand, as you was watching TV, his company, Wardrobe Styles, about 17 shows that you guys are watching. 17 shows. I got more than that, but he got 17. So understand, when you're watching these shows, some of these shows are NCIS, Chicago, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magnum PI, SWAT, This Is Us, and all those FBI shows. Keep in mind, there's not a night when you're watching TV you're not going to see his stuff. And he has a network of executives. I'm talking retail, fashion, entertainment, sports, you name it. They're making it happen. I know this because he makes a plan, he sticks to it. How do I know? Because he built my fashion brand. You guys are going to see it out soon. It's in the works of the negotiations of being in the stores. But you can contact him directly, Michael@anoutfitforyou.com, or you could just go to anoutfitforyou.com. And on that note, like we said, episode 50. Episode 50, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 50. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you guys are on the channel for Billionaire Radio on YouTube. If you guys miss it and we live, just go to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I know. You got something on your mind. I feel something on your mind. You came from the gym, right? He husky right now. He husky. It's a lot going on right now. We're going to continue where we left off. Everybody was saying, hey, you was talking about how to text a woman, and then you stopped, and you just kind of breezed through it. That's right. Not going to work. I say, you know what? I apologize. That didn't fly. Okay. So now I got to break it all down. And on top of that, I gave y'all a gift.
Okay.
3 texts that women definitely can't avoid.
And what's that?
It's going to be in the mix.
Oh, all right, cool.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to break it down for, the text message. Some of you guys like, yo, we need some game. Okay. We need some game. I said, all right, I got you guys. So one thing we're going to talk about, say, hey, how do you text a woman effectively? A lot of these guys need to understand, how do you text and make your text be effective for what is that you're trying to do?
Right.
And I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to tell you guys 3 text secrets that women just can't resist, no matter what. They're not going to be able to resist.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing, understand this. Like I said, we touched on it last week, but you guys, you didn't go through everything, so that's all right. We'll break this thing down. But also, before we get started, right, don't you want to make an announcement? Because we just did a documentary appearance.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yo, man, shout out to Hip Hop on Deck, EA Obama, Glockaware Transportation, Philly Uncut 4, Uncut Raw. It's not a prop. And, we was on the site last Saturday. And, man, I just want to let y'all know that's some fly stuff that EA got going on. So shout out to Hip Hop on Deck, EA Obama, Glockaware Transportation, Philly Uncut 4 is in the making.
Just to add to that, we'll be making an appearance, documentary, Philly Uncut, part 4. EA did his thing. He has 3 already. You guys can go online. You can check them out, Philly Uncut, talk about what's going on. Usually what he did was, Philly, as far as what's going on in Philly, the places where the cameras can't go. You know how that goes. Well, we did the same thing in New York. So we did the same thing in New York. We hit a couple places. We're going to just keep it going. So I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Just know that Billionaire Radio is made an appearance. We in the building.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to EA. You know what I'm saying? Much love to EA doing this thing.
Obama.
All right. On that note, the texting. So one thing is you got to wait an hour. Remember I told you about that? You ain't like it, right?
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Right. Yeah, wait an hour for responding, right? As the text thing goes, right?
You said wait an hour to respond.
Yeah.
That make you look weak, but go ahead.
You think it makes you look weak?
Make you look very weak. Make you seem like you don't have no confidence at all. But go ahead.
Well, pretty much. You wait an hour. Why do you wait an hour? Because this is the first initial. So let me give a disclaimer. You just met somebody and y'all haven't started texting yet. So you want to engage in a texting conversation. How do you go about doing that successfully? And so the initial situation for the text, you know, whatever you text, hello, how you doing, whatever, you know, they may text, or if they text first, you want to wait. Man, this is the initial. Why you want to wait? You don't want to seem too thirsty. You want to seem so, you know, you want to make it look like, you know what, I got things going on. And in this climate, it's a little different with social media because most of the time these women are already getting this attention already.
Right.
And everybody's already, you know, they're used to people excited to hear from them. They're used to people, you know, texting them, you know, anxiously. So you got to be the smooth brother and be like, I'm going to wait about an hour. If you can't wait an hour, wait 30 minutes.
Yeah, but it's not about the texting. It's about what you texting. And you yourself taught me about the attention span of people. You could lose anything in an hour.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
You could lose the whole package in an hour.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Right.
Say you think you're going to lose it, right? So you're going to see the text. And depending on what you say, it's going to make a response. So a lot of it has to do with what you're texting, too. It's correct.
Like I said.
But you got to let her know, hey, I'm not pressed. We're going to have a conversation, but I'm not pressed.
Yeah, but you said 1,000 people texting her, but 1,000 people not texting her the right thing. That's all I'm trying to say. Because you can come across with some darts, right? Your darts just might hit center of the board. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how you spit at it, in my opinion.
That's your opinion?
That's my opinion.
And as you guys start texting, right? Don't be so quick to text. Make it look like you're busy. Even if you're not busy, make it look like you're busy. Text every maybe 15 minutes. You know, 10 to 15 minutes.
With that, man.
Of course you don't agree with that.
What kind of nonsense is that, bro? You're teaching these bros wrong, man.
Nah.
Put the pressure on her. Put the pressure on her. I mean, you keep coming at her, man. Just keep coming at her neck until you got it.
Nah, in the beginning, you want to wait. You want to make it look like you have other things going on. You know what I mean? Make it look like that you're busy.
You know what she going to say? She going to say, he confident. He cocky.
Yeah.
That's the words that's going to come out of her mouth.
Women love confident.
He's cocky.
Women.
I mean, he's aggressive. That's going to turn her on. That's going to get the faucet. Okay. That's going to get that faucet to start. It's going to start to twist. And the water going to start to drip out. And you keep spitting, that faucet is going to come full. Niagara Falls.
Well, you know, we have a difference. My style more laid back. So my thing is
too laid back.
That ain't too laid back, man.
All right, okay.
Ain't too laid back.
All right. Remember, I schooled you.
You got to make yourself appear important. Why? Because you're working. Well, you should be working, doing something, working.
All right, so tell our audience what you gonna text her, right?
Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
But you gonna wait for 15 minutes?
We ain't doing that.
You know what I mean?
We're not.
All right, hold on, time out. It's her response, it's not yours. So basically, her text gonna come through, and you're gonna look at it and go, all right, let me put the time on 15 minutes. Click, 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 click.
Pretty much.
Click, click, click. Ding!
Pretty much.
Nah, man, we ain't doing that. That's for noodles. You know that's for noodles.
No, it's
That's for noodles, bro. We don't get down like that, man.
You don't get down like that.
Plus, we ain't got all that time. We too busy making money.
You don't have all that time.
15 minutes ahead, half hour ahead. We trapping crazy. We
Okay.
barely breathe. We really ain't got enough time to breathe oxygen. You know that.
Understand that. That attitude right there
Right.
lets her understand that she got leverage, and she's going to see, once they say, let me just go to the next. I don't want to spend all day with this texting thing. I just want to touch on it because y'all complain that, you know, I didn't finish it. So I want to get through. So number 3 is do not double text. If you text her and she doesn't respond, do not double text.
I agree with that. Now, I agree with that. Yeah. Man, you can't talk to nothing. You know what I mean? It's obvious if you text, she's not texting back, you're not talking to anyone.
Right.
You're not communicating with anyone.
Right.
Keep it moving. Yeah.
Don't double text.
Don't double text. Because if she don't text you back, she really not interested. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go through that. You're going to text me when you get ready and all that BS. Nah, we ain't playing them games.
Well,
on to the next one, man. On to the next one.
And on to the next.
I mean, as far as the
No,
woman
on
text.
to the next.
All right, okay.
On to the next.
All right.
Never get mad when she takes you long to respond. So if you text her and she takes you long to respond, don't snap out texting her like you taking too long. Or, okay, you acting like, because you don't know what she's doing, what's going on at that moment, and she may not be able to get to you right away.
Why? Because she right next to her man?
Nah, she could be at work.
What other reason? You're a grown
She could
woman.
be at work.
You pay
She
your own
coulda-
bills. You in
okay.
your house. Why you can't text right back? Why you can't respond right back?
She might have had an emergency where her mother fell down the steps. She had to deal with it at that moment.
And some aliens might have came down and took her up and put the anal probe in her butt.
Exactly. Exactly. Now you getting it. You know what I'm saying? Anything can be going on right there.
Man, don't fall for that, man. We trying to raise G's. We ain't trying to raise.
All right,
noodles,
listen,
bro.
man. You know, now something that you definitely probably agree with.
What?
You know. Well, wait a minute. I say that one, but number 5, never set a date on the first text. When you first texting it, don't set the date yet. Like have a little bit of dialogue
What
first.
date, though? What are you talking about?
Have a look to date out, to go out with her. You know, meet up. Have her. You know, you want to go out.
I'm doing that.
Have some dialogue first.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Have some dialogue.
The dialogue is what's up, what's going on,
Yeah,
how you
I know.
doing?
I
All right,
know.
what you doing later?
All
We
right.
getting straight to the point, man.
I know.
Ain't nobody got time.
Nobody got
Got
time.
no time for
In
all
your
that.
world, I get it.
It is what it is. If she like
All right.
you, listen.
Listen.
If it take all that time, she really not that interested in you, but she she think you got a little potential, and she like, it probably could work. But if she head over heels, drop like this boy right here, this man, I got to see what's going on with her. Listen, man. You,
All right, number 6.
come on, man.
Always show personality. When you're texting, always show personality. Remember that.
Swag.
Whatever word you want to use.
Swag in your words.
In the text. Number 7. When you're texting, don't ask too many questions. Some things is a face-to-face conversation or a phone conversation. Don't be trying to blow up all these questions in a text message or a big long paragraph. Don't do that. Do not.
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
that's too much. But
Don't
you
do
got to
that.
get to know. You got to ask her some questions about herself, though. I mean,
Don't.
number one question to ask: do you have any kids?
All right. Number 8. Do not double initiate contact. So if you text her at 10 o'clock in the morning, good morning. Don't text her and she don't respond all day. Don't text her good night later on. Don't do that. Don't text her good night.
So if you text her at 10 in the morning,
you
right,
say good morning.
and you say good morning, but you know that's really not good morning. Maybe 7 in the morning is good morning. Between
I
7
want you to
and
know
8
that noontime is
good
12
morning.
o'clock. 12,
Yeah, but
12
you,
noon.
if you're starting the day at 10, then you
Nah,
ain't grinding. You
it's-
ain't grinding.
No, I
You
didn't
gotta
say.
get up. The bulls, you gotta get up like 4 or 5. That's them bulls. 4 or 5 in the morning, they already up and running. Cause you could do a lot between 4 and 9 in the morning. 4 a.m. and 9 in the morning, you get a lot done other than sleep.
All right, so for you, let me give clarity because you want to be you.
Right.
I didn't say a day starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. I
Right.
said you text her 10 o'clock in the morning.
All right. I text her, and she ain't text me back all day.
All day.
She's not interested.
Okay. But
All right.
however,
Mhm.
just don't send her another text
Don't
to say good night.
Nah, don't.
You know. But
Nah.
she may send you a
Now
text
she
later on
got
the night.
but now she gotta chase me.
She may
You
send
want to
you
act
tonight.
like that? Now you gotta chase me.
All right.
Let's see how bad you want it.
Number 9, ask for about her availabilities. So in other words, if you ask her for, Friday or Saturday, ask her what's her availabilities. You don't know when she's available, ask her. You know what I mean? Find out when she's available. Number 10, no more than 10 text messages back and forth in the beginning. When y'all first start, that's too, because eventually it's time to pick the phone up and talk. So if it's getting too much texting, pick up the phone and talk.
I'm calling from the gate anyway. I don't know who be texting.
Okay, that's fine. And number 11, be direct. Always be direct. She gave the date, so you pick the time and location. If she says, this is my date,
Okay.
boom. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, man. In my opinion,
I so want to get through these. I want y'all to know
but
that this is
in
not the
my
show. This is not the show.
opinion,
This is not the show.
Texting
I so want to get through
shows
this.
lack of confidence.
I so want to get
in
through
my
this.
opinion. If you text her before you call her, that's lack of confidence. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just
always call her first.
I know. Don't you want to get through
this?
Get
on the phone. Don't you want to get through this? I'll pick you up. I'll see you later on.
Don't you want to get through this stuff?
Get back to this paper.
There's a lot to talk about, man. Y'all know there's a lot to talk about. A lot happened, man. I don't really want to. I'm only doing this because
don't treat them like that. Don't treat our audience like that.
But I'm done with that. So I'm done with that segment for that.
Right, but don't treat our people like that.
No, you're making it long.
I'm making it long.
Yeah.
You the host.
I know, but you
feed
you got these exaggerations. Nobody, just let it go. Let's fly through this thing.
You jealous. All right, go ahead. It's cool.
Jealous?
You jealous.
What am I jealous of?
The game.
All right. Okay. Now let's put it out there. What game am I jealous of?
How I'm spitting it.
How
I'm relaying it.
Jealous?
Yeah, because you like the ball that can't come off the
step.
Wait
a minute, hold on.
And I'm like that ball that's running.
All right, so say I can't come off the step, right?
Right.
You said I'm arrogant, right?
Yes.
You said I'm cocky, right?
Right.
You said I'm confident, right?
Yeah, but you ain't acting like it. Talking about 15 minutes
but hold on.
waiting for her to respond back.
How can I be jealous if I'm arrogant, confident, and cocky?
All right, so then you pulling a wool over our audience head because you don't feel that way. You giving them false information.
That's not false information.
You wouldn't do it.
What you mean?
You arrogant, you cocky, you aggressive. So you wouldn't do it.
So if I'm arrogant and cocky, I'm definitely not texting you fast. I'm definitely got you sitting there waiting on my text to come back.
Here he comes.
You definitely.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
You definitely waiting for my text back. You ain't getting nothing.
I got it.
What you get?
Yeah, I got something out of you.
You ain't getting nothing.
All right, let's get it popping.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it popping. All right, so here y'all go. All right, so that's the text situation. You know what I mean? So now there's three secret texts, right? That you guys can text, right?
Secrets?
Well, it's not secret no more. But here's the three things that to text that no matter what, you're gonna make her respond. All right. Now, the only disclaimer is if it's somebody you don't know and never had a conversation with, this may not work. But if it's somebody you know and you generally have a conversation or have had conversation, these should work. All right. First thing is to text her messages that, basically pique her curiosity. You want to, attain her curiosity. Say, what do you mean by that? Say things like, now he gonna laugh. This is so corny and cheesy sounding, but it is what it is.
Why you gonna say it?
Because it's a show. All right, we got to appeal to all levels.
All right, we're going to
everybody not game tight, everybody not sharp. You got to understand we're helping people that's not game tight.
All right, that's good. Let's do it.
All right. Say something like, you know what? You would never believe what you were doing in my dreams last night, right? So listen.
Okay.
If you say that,
right,
what you think you're gonna say? What was the dream about? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you got her on the hook because now she wait for you to tell her what the dream was about,
right,
what she was doing.
Right.
Now that's up to you for that part. You gotta be careful.
Right.
I'm not saying put nothing sexy explicit in there.
I am.
We know you are.
Go ahead.
But at least you got her on the hook. That you made her respond. Remember, the trick is to make her respond.
Right.
This for those, it may be hard to make her respond.
And that ain't a bad hook. Having her in your dreams.
Right.
Letting her know that she was in your dreams, that you was thinking about it.
Right.
Oh, he was dreaming about it?
Right. So
what was you dreaming about?
Definitely getting a response back from that. Definitely. You know what I mean? Because, women are curious beings.
Oh, yes, they are.
You know what I mean?
Newsy, curious, sneaky.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, you can also, another one, number 2, texts that create anticipation, such as, I know your birthday is today, and I have this wonderful idea. Or, I was walking in the mall, and I saw something that reminded me of you. I bought it. When do you think it will be available for me to give it?
Bro, where are you getting this stuff from, man?
Listen, if you text her...
you been in Bel Air? Where you getting this stuff from, bro?
Okay, so listen.
Grey poop porn.
There it is, right?
Woo!
Because what you create is anticipation.
where you getting these lines from, bro? We was out on the main line or something?
I said they may be a little cheesy.
Lower Marion? What the?
I said they may be a little cheesy.
Sheesh.
But they're going to work.
All right.
For the average person trying to, you know, because if you say, hey, listen, I know your birthday's coming, you know what I mean? And guess what? You know, you'll never guess what I had planned for you, what I would like to do for you. She's going to have to mention a text.
Man, if you do that with these sisters, bro,
she's going to text
they
back.
Going to take you to the ringer, bro.
But they still going to
broke.
But
you're going to be out there looking like a crack.
That's another
fiend.
segment. That's another segment.
They're going to take all your money.
That's another segment. This segment is just to get them to respond. Remember, we're just getting them to respond.
Her girlfriend's going to be in the room laughing at you. Because they're going to be reading the text too. You believe this noodle? You believe this noodle?
And guess what?
Get him, girl.
But guess what, though? But guess what?
What?
They're going to respond. That's the key.
They're going to respond?
See,
they're going to respond and take your money.
You're missing the point. The point is to get them to respond.
You're going to get the response.
All right.
Your bank account definitely going to get the response.
Right. All right. Last but not least. All right. Last but not least. Right. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Offer her genuine compliments. They like compliments. Offer genuine compliments in the text. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll start with the lips. Like, you got some really nice lips.
You know.
And a nice bubble, too. I like your complexion and your skin. You got some beautiful brown eyes, girl.
All right, so there you go. There you have it. So pretty much, everybody's watching March Madness. Everybody see what's going on with March Madness.
Right.
And the guy Damon John, you know, who's popular for, you know, Shark Tank and, you know, the big entrepreneur guy.
Right.
He feels like the players are playing for NCAA, and, you know, he said it's modern day slavery for them to be playing and not getting paid.
I thought they were, though. I thought they changed that. I thought they made a bill for that.
He found out for the, you know, it's interesting that you said that.
Yeah, I thought the bill was passed that they can, you know, they could promote themselves now.
But he feels that they should be getting. So understand that NCAA is not giving a coin. They're not paying.
Oh, so you know what? It might be the college football.
No, nobody's getting paid. NCAA means NCAA. That's just college, period.
Okay, that's the whole association.
So nobody
athletic association.
So nobody's getting paid. He feel like it's modern day slavery, that they aren't getting paid.
But aren't they?
No, you don't get.
I thought they would get paid.
I mean, scholarships and things.
Nah, but I thought they was able to.
Well,
I thought Nike was signing some of them young boys.
Well, see, Nike is not NCAA. Those endorsements.
Yeah, I thought they was. He's
saying that the millions and billions that they're making, the players should be getting some of that.
Yes, they should.
And he feels
absolutely, you're absolutely right.
He feels like it's modern day slavery because of that.
I wouldn't call it modern day
slavery.
Me either.
I'm just letting you know that's what he said. That's my whole point.
They do deserve to get paid, but they out there having fun. I mean, if the slaves could do that instead of getting whipped and beat up and mutilated, I think they take playing basketball over slavery. But what they did, it's something called a nil compensation that they're doing now, which similar to what you were speaking of. You can have endorsements now pay you. So the guy from what's that team we just lost? St. Peter's. That just, I mean, he's the first one. He got, you know. I thought Master P's son was the first one.
No, that's a whole another conversation.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about being able to get endorsements.
I thought he was endorsed.
So
he was an athlete.
If you're playing for an NCAA team,
right,
you're allowed to be endorsed and get paid by that franchise.
Right.
But the catch is, because it's to build your name, you're making money off your brand.
Oh, you definitely have to be a star, but yeah, go ahead.
NCAA is not paying you any money.
Wow.
But the endorsements are. But here's the catch. You can't wear any paraphernalia of the team you're playing for. So if you're playing for whatever Duke or whatever Notre Dame or whatever it's doing, you can't wear that in the commercial during the endorsement.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That mean they don't get none of that money. But yeah, they making plenty, man. And the March Madness was crazy. A lot of big upsets. St. Peter's, Villanova still in it, even though they lost their star. I mean, I want to say the star, but probably the second best player on the team. And it's gonna come down to North Carolina and Duke because they got too much size and they got too much speed.
All right, I don't know if you're paying attention, but I think they're playing each other next. UNC and Duke, they're playing each other next.
Villanova is playing Kansas.
Right.
So you're absolutely right.
Right.
So that's a good matchup.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a good matchup. Right. But whoever come out of that winning the chip.
No, I got Villanova taking the whole thing.
Nah, they not.
All right.
Nah, especially not after losing the ball. So,
he got hurt?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Next man up. Watch.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So, the winner of North Carolina and Duke will be winning the NCAA championship. All right. Final.
So, sad moment. Just recently, in Florida, there was a 14-year-old guy, young man, 8th grader, who got ejected from a ride on an amusement park.
I saw that too.
On the middle of the ride.
I couldn't understand that.
And understand this. This kid is 6'5", 340 in 8th grade.
6'5",
340 pounds.
Whew.
He's from Missouri, playing high school, right? High school football. He was visiting the family. He's visiting someone in Atlanta. He's visiting. He goes to the amusement park. Every ride said he's too big to get on. He wasn't allowed to get on a single ride.
I've been there.
You know what I mean? And at 11 o'clock p.m., this one ride decides to let him on.
Knowing that he couldn't fit and that it was against regulation. It was against regulation. Well,
here's the thing. In the park on the ride, they have a disclaimer, and it says, "Be careful when seeing if large guests fit into the seats. A manual for the attraction states, check that they fit within the contours of the seat and the bracket fits properly. If this is not so, do not let this person ride."
They got the seat outside the ride, so you couldn't get in it before even getting on the ride, and you'll know if you can get on the ride or not.
So I feel like they just put him in. I don't feel like he felt he was fitting comfortably in that. There's no way.
I think he intimidated them on my behalf. And they scared, and they like, look, man, all right, clank, clank, clank. And they know that, come on, man.
Well, here's the thing. He was screaming like something was wrong the whole time. Like, oh my God, this thing is moving. Like, he wasn't ready.
Well, why they ain't stopped the damn ride?
It was already moving.
So when it started, so he ain't screamed loud enough.
But see, here's the thing about these rides. And
everybody should have been screaming, stop the ride.
But
he should have said, stop. Everybody on the ride should have been screaming, stop the ride, stop the ride.
But most of
he went up. Never mind. I saw it though, but on the way down, it wasn't cool on the way down.
I posted on my social media.
You showed it to me. I can't believe you showed that to me.
Well, I wanted to create the awareness because that park needs to be shut down.
But you could have like warned me when I was about to witness. That's like crazy.
Because it wasn't really a gruesome situation. I think
it wasn't.
It
smacked the concrete. It was 6'5", 340 smacking the concrete. Ain't gruesome.
It didn't show anything. I'm saying
I saw him laying there, bro. I saw the whole thing.
You couldn't see any blood or anything. That's what I'm saying.
You telling me what I saw?
You can't. The angle didn't show that. But
all right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
But I feel like
I ain't gonna get gory on here. I know what I saw.
You get everything else on here,
and it wasn't scrambled eggs and grits, bro. But go ahead.
You all right?
I'm good.
Okay, good. So I feel like these parks I feel like the park need to be shut down. Period. That's why I feel like everybody should be fired because it's 30 people on the ride.
Right.
It's a free fall ride.
Right.
And they just opened it.
Well, the lawsuit going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So that's a new park. So that's not like Six Flags or Dorney or.
It's not a new park, but that ride is pretty much it's a new ride.
What's the name of the park?
It's a new ride to the park is a.
It's okay not to know the name.
Oh, you not know the name, but I wasn't going there yet. Mm-hmm. It's the slingshot ride.
Yeah.
They're the same company that made that ride.
Okay.
That's the same company that made that ride. And they took him to Arnold Palmer Hospital, after his injuries, and but it was definitely a sad situation. It's a sad situation. I just had to make that because some of these parks, I feel as though people need to make sure people are in these. They're because you ever been in a ride and feel like you're not sure, like if it's,
I ain't never been there. I make sure I'm right before they even don't even.
Yeah.
Nah, look, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm making sure all that is right because I know what the situation can be. But they plan to when it happened. I didn't see them move into action. Like I didn't see like they had a plan that if something like this was to happen, then this needs to happen and this needs to happen. They was moving in slow motion. Like, what do you want us to do?
Well, I wouldn't say moving slow motion. I feel like it was shock value.
There was no urgency, man. There was no urgency.
It was shock value if someone was traumatized. Because you gotta understand, everybody screams on the rides anyway. So you're not sure what's going on, right?
Right.
So you make sure all the seats are in. They said the light turns green, right? When all the buckles are in. So I think
he should have been holding on to that bar. He should have got a nice grip on that bar and like, hey, this seat coming with me.
They did the investigation and after that, when they did the investigation, his seat was still intact. Like the whatever harness seatbelt was still in. So it was like some kind of way something wasn't in and he got out. They're trying to figure that part out now.
But his harness never released. Like his harness never disconnected.
They said it's still in. It was still connected.
How did that?
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out now.
Wow, man.
Right, they're trying to figure out what
now
malfunctioned.
You threw me with that one.
But that's the whole point, I believe it's called Iconic Park. It's in Orlando, Florida. But it needs to be shut down. It needs to be shut down.
Yeah,
they already started shutting down. I know they shut down the ride.
Yeah, that's a heavy lawsuit.
And it shut down the ride. But it's a sad story because he was just visiting. So just imagine, your child goes to visit and goes to the
and
amusement
never
park.
comes back home.
Right, and it was like from those.
You're not supposed to die in amusement parks.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to die at school.
But just want to close out with this. I won't be on the segment long.
Right. Because
also when a lot of these rides, people are screaming all the time anyway. So you don't know what scream is a scream, just because it's like the ride starts and everybody starts screaming, they scream anyway. So you can't differentiate the scream when they're always screaming on those kind of in-depth drop rides.
But that ride goes up slowly, right?
No, you're already up,
and then it drops.
Yeah, and then it goes up. Once you get all the way up,
and then it drops.
It drops a little bit, like a tease.
Right.
It does this first.
Right.
Like that, and then
that's when all the screaming starts.
There you go. It's set up for that.
But he was screaming before it took off, though.
Well, but everybody was screaming.
Wow, it's just you just starting to
because you're
elevate.
You're like 75 miles in the air, something crazy. Like
they start on the ground, right?
You start on the ground. You come over the.
And when he was on the ground, he realized something was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So that's when he should have been screaming, "Hold up! Stop! Don't start the ride!" Everybody should have been screaming that in unison. But okay.
Yeah. Your boy. So they found Kanye and Kim together at a basketball game for the Saints. The child Saints. The name is Saints.
Is he still on the reality show with them?
But listen, no, I don't. He took him off the reality show.
Yeah, all right.
We'll see. But so him and Kim remember they couldn't get along with each other.
Right.
So now they're seen at a soccer game.
Right.
And it's him and her.
Yeah.
But guess who wasn't there?
Mr. Peace in the bedroom.
He wasn't there. So so do you think she told him not to?
Of course.
You think it would have been a problem?
I listen, man. That whole situation is goofy, and listen, man. She like the way he been crying and acting crazy. He gonna get back in, especially if she went to the game with him.
Well, no, they're co-parenting. She bought her $400,000 Maybach soccer van, Maybach SUV. She got a soccer man, but she got a Maybach soccer van.
They gonna pop again.
You know what I mean?
They gonna pop.
And they said they didn't talk much though. They weren't interacting much. But I think it's a story coming behind it though.
Look, if she let him that close.
Well, no.
After everything he did, if she let him that close in proximity, he's gonna eventually pop again.
Do you think it'd have been a problem if
Did he pop?
If Pete Davidson showed up.
Yes.
You don't think he could?
Man, stay your ass home. What do he need to be there for? They not his kids.
But he's with her.
They just popping. There ain't nothing going on.
We'll see.
That ain't his wife. They just popping. He ain't got nothing to do with them children and that part of the relationship. He ain't gonna miss her for a couple of hours. Go find something to do, Pete. They be back. She be back. She already branded the bull, so she probably sat him in the corner like a puppy.
I think he should have came to the game, the soccer game, see what's going on. But he probably was busy working on a project, you know.
Why?
But he should have been there.
No, he did the right thing. Stayed his ass home. He'd have looked like a real nut trying to be around her with Kanye and their kids.
Nah, he'd have been chilling. How he the nut? He the one popping. He just chilling, showing support for her.
I'm kind of skeptical on that.
Yeah,
if she popping him or not, because he the one got branded.
Yeah, and he got a
she
tattoo.
Might be strapping up, popping him.
And he got a tattoo that says, pretty much says, my girlfriend's a lawyer.
Oh yeah, she probably.
He said my girl is a lawyer.
She
crazy
the
like
ball,
that.
Man.
But
she really doing that.
But she's on the hot seat. She's on the hot seat because she was on an interview. And she was talking, and in the middle of the interview, she's talking about working women. And she said, hey, to get off their butt and work. People, so she more or less saying that women, she more or less said that women need to, get off their butt and work harder, Trying to say that people that, if you have
you talking about the ones that stay home watching the stories?
Well, no. If you have
the ones that don't want to work?
If you have a business.
Right.
So she said, she said, I have the best advice for women in business. Get your F&A up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days. And so she tried to make it seem like she has achieved what she achieved because she worked so hard. And the internet just tore her up. Like, come on, first of all, your dad was Robert Kardashian. I mean, your dad was who he was. You get what I'm saying? The lawyer of O.J. Simpson.
So what woman we talking about?
Kim Kardashian.
They telling Kim to get off her butt?
Kim Kardashian is saying this to other women in general. Make it look like she worked so hard to get what she got.
Yeah, nah.
And the internet tore her up.
Yeah, they should have.
Saying, hold on, you only where you are because who your dad is.
Right.
Tied to the celebrity.
And your mama.
And who your mom is. Like, if you didn't have those, you wouldn't be in these situations that you're in. At all. So stop acting like you worked so hard.
And everybody she gold digged and got chunks of money from.
Right.
And it was a lot of.
Definitely. But that's crazy, right?
Yeah, she shouldn't have. She played herself on that one. She definitely played herself on that one. Stop. Somebody should have told her to stop.
So the Oscars. We all seen the Oscars. Was the 94th? We all seen the Oscars.
The slap heard around the world.
Will Smith smacks Chris Rock.
Rest.
Do you think he's justified for protecting his women for the bad joke about her hair? Oh, she didn't have hair, so she bald.
All right. She got what? What is it that she have?
Alopecia.
Alopecia, right?
She struggled with it. She
talked
about it.
But what about if Chris didn't know about this?
Right. Supposedly he's saying he didn't know about it.
Right.
But,
And the G.I. Jane is
a movie with Demi Moore, 1997.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see. And another thing is, she could have stopped that from happening.
How could she stop that?
Because she could have told Will to chill.
She didn't. He moved too fast.
Man, he made himself look really bad, in my opinion.
Really bad.
Yes, he really made himself look really bad.
So you don't see that you need to defend your women at any cost?
Listen.
Because they've been a blunt of our jokes all the last 2 years.
It depends on the platform. Like if we in the street, okay, I can understand him acting that way. But he was on a different platform. He was on a very prestigious platform. He should have held up. I mean, he could have said something like, come on, man, or, chill. But keep my wife's name out your mouth on the Grammys?
Yeah, see, so it was
not once.
The Oscars.
Well, the Oscars, not once, right. But twice.
Well, he had to make sure he heard him because he tried to tell him, I got another joke coming, but that was light. That was only a light. I wasn't even going to, he was like, listen. And he was like, yo, we're not even going to, So I feel like
No,
Will
that
did
ain't what happened.
I feel like Will did the right. Yeah, he did.
I saw it. He walked up on stage.
No, I'm talking about.
And
right.
he mollywopped him.
Right.
Whop! And then he went back down to his seat.
Right.
And he sat down and
Right.
Chris Rock said, "Oh my God, Will Smith just smacked it out of me." And
Right.
he was like, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." And then he was like, "Man, oh, dude." He was like, "Dude." And then when he said dude, he said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." He really looked bad, man. That was really a bad
Will
look.
Smith did not look bad. I'm telling you,
That was a bad look.
I agree and support everything what Will Smith did.
And he was winning the Oscar.
So what? At the end of the day, he said, "Listen, I'm not gonna be the butt of your jokes." He said, "We're not gonna do that, y'all." So at the end of the day, y'all gonna pick on me, but not my wife.
But he could have did it differently.
No, he did the best way he could.
He could have told him to hold up.
Nah, that don't work. That don't work.
He could have gave him a warning.
Nah, ain't no warning.
And I'm pretty sure
that
Chris
was his
Rock
warning.
would have abided by that.
No, he would not. He would have kept cracking
That
jokes.
was not a good look, man.
It was a great look.
That was not a good look.
It was a great look because you know what?
First of all, you cursing on the Oscars
don't
aggressively.
It was a great look.
Out your effing mouth.
It was a great look because he had to defend her. You know, he'd been through a lot. He'd been through an up and down roller coaster.
So why did he laugh first before he went into his, you know, his mode? Why did he first officially laugh?
Because he thought it was funny.
So if you thought it was funny, why did you walk up on stage and rock Chris Rock?
Because when the big screen showed his wife ain't laughing, it was a problem. It was a Houston. We didn't have a problem.
Come on, man.
My bad. I thought it was funny, and he's like,
all right, after everything she done put him through. In my opinion, I think Will is holding in a lot. I think he got a lot of this that he held in. He didn't let it out, and Chris Rock and his wife gave him a window to, and then when he got into it, I think he didn't really want to do it, but once it reached
he wanted to do that.
He walked up there and he smacked my man.
All right, so listen, man, listen.
That's
all right,
crazy.
So you see how we talk about the Oscars? See how we talked about Will smacking Chris Rock? You see how? So understand this. I'm in the industry. I'm part of the industry. Those that don't know, I'm behind the scenes. A lot of projects, a lot of things. You know, from management consulting. Y'all know what I do. From different talent, I go all day. That was all staged. It was not real. I'm gonna break everything down to y'all because it was supposed to get y'all talking.
Wow.
The Oscars ratings were low. And it definitely was to bring those ratings back up. And which it did because it's all over the place.
Right.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all the red flag. And I'm gonna walk y'all through what happened. All right. So the red flag was he smacked him and sat to his seat. Now, listen, security did not apprehend him. That would not fly. Understand that. You're not gonna be able to do any physical altercation or assault at a stage or a platform in these multi-million-dollar production things and security not touch you. That's number one. That's the biggest red flag right there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So now, understand also this. He's an actor, one of the greatest actors we have. And y'all see Chris Rock as a comedian, but understand Chris Rock is also an actor. Y'all got to pay that attention. You got two actors. Hollywood is not real. Understand that in Hollywood, nothing is what it seems. It's Hollywood. Most PRs can tell you this. Most people that's, behind the scenes can tell you this. It was good to make what it was supposed to look like. Okay? They have the earpiece in their ears. Chris Rock knows what's going on. Will Smith, they got the earpiece in their ears. There's cues. You want to know why they were clapping? When you go to those settings, they have the flash the word applause. Anybody that's been an extra on a set or part of a set understands that in those productions, they tell you when to clap and things like that. So that's why it was applause to make everybody clap and applause. Now, on top of that, he is getting an award, right? He's already getting an award. He's getting an award for who? For King Richard, which he even said is
a lunatic.
The angry father. So he pretty much played the role of the angry father and then got the award. And see, y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't catch it, though. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But those that's in the industry, y'all know it was acting. He cries in every movie he does just about.
Right.
That's how great of an actor he is. He got on that stage and he cried. He's an actor. Everything was all part of the script. And to get everybody talking about the Oscar like y'all doing now. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. He's not pressing charges. So you gotta understand what you guys saw was Hollywood. And if you can understand that was Hollywood, understand an actor and two actors going at it live and then getting the award, it was all set to go that way. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to get through security in those places like that. You're not gonna be able to just assault somebody like that, not be escorted out. And that's just, you gotta understand that. But they did a great job because everybody's talking about it. You can't go on your timeline right now and not see it in the media. And then, not only that, Chris Rock is on tour right now. And on tour, people even realize, they said it's, the place that does the tickets for Chris, selling his tickets.
Sold out.
All that one night. All the tickets are gone. You see what I mean? So Will Smith got the award, and he showed y'all why he got the award for it. It was like, this is the guy he played. He told you, the angry guy, da-da-da-da. He says, now I'm the angry guy. All played out.
And the devil comes to get you when you at the top.
And, yeah, see, all that is set up. You know what I mean? All that was set up to everybody to lead into it. It's like when you watch a movie. It's like, oh, my God, you can't believe that. It's a movie. But Hollywood is Hollywood. Please do not believe Hollywood is real.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I didn't even look at it on that level.
Of course you didn't. A lot of y'all didn't.
Wow, that was a nice twist. I like the way you brought that in.
Yeah, I know.
I like the way you brought that in. I like the way you brought that in. Like, I like this sandwich. This is the best sandwich.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell who sandwich it belongs to. The shop that made this sandwich. I really wish I could mention y'all names. But this is by far the best sandwich we had on the show so far. Rolled fresh. Vegetables fresh. The oh my goodness, man. It's a good sandwich.
Yo, if y'all like what y'all hearing, y'all like the show, please, Billionaire Radio on YouTube, like, comment,
share,
and subscribe. Definitely, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Just check it out. This is what we do. Billionaire Radio.
Outfit for you, Michael Keenan.
What you doing? What you doing?
I don't know. Sound like you was trying to close out.
Nah, I just said.
Oh, all right.
Relax,
okay.
man.
All right, relax. All right. Okay.
Jeez. we got a small corner left, man.
Yeah, we got a small corner left.
Yeah. So, I didn't close out with the Oscars. You jumped into a sandwich.
Very good sandwich.
Yeah. You jumped into a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. It's hilarious, man.
That's a good sandwich right there.
Right. Talk more about your sandwich while I eat mine, and then I'll go to finish it.
Like I said, fresh roll, fresh lettuce, tomatoes, meat, immaculate, chopped up just fine. Very, very good fresh sandwich. I love it. I would love to mention what shop made it. I can't do that.
You know why you can't do it?
Because they not cutting no checks.
And I ain't tell you. That way you can't step up. But yeah, so let's close out in the Oscars. It was a great performance. He got his first Oscar, I do believe. There was a whole bunch of Oscar nominees. Let's talk about the movie Dune. That movie Dune got most of them. But none of that was real. Don't believe that you could do that in Hollywood and you be slapping people around.
Right.
Always remember, it's Hollywood.
Right.
None of that is real.
It looked real staged to me.
You know what I mean? It looked good. It looked good. Another thing, if you notice the camera angle, they showed you the back angle of him walking. They didn't show you the front angle.
Of him coming at him.
Right.
Right.
That angle when you're talking, see,
right.
That camera's never ever going to be released.
Right.
So it's this. They just showed it on purpose, and they
panned. And the shock value.
Right. It panned
was
perfect.
The shock value was
right.
up there.
Yeah.
Because he was like, here it come.
Well, he actually braced for the slap.
What? He stepped into it.
Yeah, he braced for it. He knew it was coming.
And then it leaned back a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Right. So everybody been bamboozled. Don't feel bad. It's Hollywood.
Slap plenty of people. It don't look like that. Trust me when I tell you.
Well, I'm just saying, it's
the
Hollywood.
Whole neck do this. I mean, the whole neck and body go one way.
It's Hollywood.
It's called momentum.
So don't feel bad that you guys got bamboozled. It's called Hollywood for a reason. They're great at what they do. Multi-million-dollar platforms. Don't feel bad. So, but I just wanted, I had to, because I was watching everybody talk about it. I was like, man, this is why. Because, you know, I had people on, like, even the show Maury. You know, Maury.
Right.
I had people on the Maury show. I be listening. I could on and on tell you my clients been on.
Right.
Anything on TV, a lot of time it's scripted. Reality is scripted. And understand, even Chris Rock, when he read his prompt, he was reading from the prompts.
Right.
Like, you don't get to make up your own stuff.
Right.
Everything is from is people that don't know. So there's like, remember when Steve Harvey?
You're right, because it did look like he was still reading.
He had to.
I just got
right.
Will Smith just smacked it out of me.
Right.
Oh, I just got smacked out of it. It looked like he was still reading.
Right. So
I ain't peeped that.
I know you didn't. That's how it's all production on the set.
So this was like your grand finale, because the way you set it up.
Yeah. Pretty much. Let everybody know. Listen, y'all know I'm industry. I'm industry all day, and
that's your thing.
So bro. I look at it different than how everybody sees it. You know what I mean? So I had to break it down. I thought it was great. It was great at what they did. It looked great. It worked out great. It was amazing. You know, they got everybody's attention. The ratings went up for the Oscars. Everybody tuned in. It's all over now. Will got his award. It all ties in. You know what I mean? He just wrote his book. It all ties in. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In his book, he said he wanted to do more courage because he didn't do much. Right. So everything was all created. So it makes it all works to make everybody go, what? He finally stood up for her. What? That's acting. It's Hollywood.
And everybody gonna be watching the Oscars.
It's the Oscars.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Next one, everybody gonna be tuned in.
Yes. You know what I mean?
He did a good job.
You know, so, you know, but and also, and remember when Steve Harvey was he was doing the thing and he announced the wrong winner?
Right.
That's because all they do is you host, you just read.
Right.
They gave him the wrong card on purpose.
Right. Exactly.
And then they gave him the right card.
Exactly.
But he just read. You know what I mean? All it is you. So that's all it is. You following your reads, production. You know. So now y'all know the secrets. Everybody was like, "Yo, I can't. What happened?" I was like, "Y'all watch the show. I'm gonna break everything down for y'all." Yeah. And you know, it's funny because I talked to some of my PR friends, and they were just laughing. They was like on. Like, they just because they look at everything different. You know what I mean? You know, but it was great. It's entertainment TV. It did what it did. Nobody's gonna get arrested. Nobody's losing anything. It's that's why. So on that note, right? You close the sandwich up, huh?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So on that note, I think I'm gonna bite my sandwich if I close out. So say 2 words and I'm gonna close out.
Billions.
That's what you gonna say?
That's all I know.
I said I'm gonna bite my sandwich. Words. You know what? Listen. I love this guy, man. We thank y'all. Listen, we thank y'all for tuning in. Definitely. Billionnear Radio. I'm your host, Big Arm, co-host, Lateef Billions, episode 50, in the books, sponsored by Outfit for You. I'm sorry, bring it back. Episode 50 in the books. Bring it up. Sponsored by Outfit for You, Michael Keenan, outfitforyou.com. On that note, billions, baby.